All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Ilan Sobel, the CEO of BioHarvest Sciences. And Ilan, welcome back. Good to see you again.
Steve, I'm getting to meet with you every single week now. So I'm actually quite enjoying the opportunities.
Well, you've got lots of news out. That's the reason why. And we've got some more interesting news today. And this comes from the sector in your company in cannabis, and specifically about biofarming these cannabis cells. So just before we get into sort of the meat and potatoes of this, maybe you can talk a bit about biofarming so people understand what that means.
Sure. So let me first back up a little bit. And when people understand BioHarvest as a company, they need to understand that we are a biotech company, and we see ourselves as the biotech leaders of the plant kingdom. We have an amazing technology, which we call biofarming. Biofarming is a platform technology where we hold multiple patents, process patents, across all the critical geographies. We've applied today biofarming technology to our superfood nutraceutical vertical that I've had the opportunity to talk a lot with you in the last few weeks, as well as over the last 3 years, we've been working to apply our biofarming technology to our cannabis vertical. So what does it mean as we relate our biofarming technology to the cannabis vertical? Well, put very, very simply, what we do is we're able to actually take the cannabis plant, and we only need the cannabis plant, a specific strain that we're going after, once. And then we take the cells of that specific plant and we grow those cells in liquid media. And those cells, we've been successful to be able to ensure that those cells actually grow trichomes. And as you probably know, trichomes are the mini manufacturing factories that produce the so important cannabinoids. So we're able, in our bioreactors, in liquid media, to actually grow the trichomes. The trichomes are producing those cannabinoids. And then over time, and as for us, it's a very short process, and we'll talk about this a little bit later, because that's one of the major elements of our release. In those 3 to 4 week cycle, we're actually producing the trichomes, we're drying the trichomes, and all of a sudden, we're getting to the stage of actually having the critical cannabis biomass.
Mm-hmm. So you've been able to allow this flowering process to go for almost 2 years. So how is that different from the way it's done now? Obviously, time is a big factor in this.
So the big anniversary for us, that 2 years, is in the context of us actually taking our first cell reservoir. So the first cells that we took from the original, cannabis plant, and we've been utilizing those same cells as part of a cell bank to actually grow the trichomes and to continue our process for 2 years. Now that is, short of saying anything, it's absolutely remarkable that we've had that feat of being able to actually grow and utilize cells from that same original cell bank for 2 years. Now, what's so unique about this is that for those 2 years, as we've been growing those cells, and those cells are producing trichomes, we are constantly in the flowering mode. So we're forever flowering, which is the most critical mode of the cannabis growth cycle, and producing those trichomes and those cannabinoids. Now, what's important about this is that our process is a 3 to 4 week process. If you look at typically in the industry, the process is much longer, significantly larger, anywhere from 14 to 23 weeks, okay? And you have a situation whereby you have to start firstly with the seeding or the cutting, and then you move to a vegetative stage, and then you move to flowering. And then literally after flowering, you move to the harvest. And then literally you have to start from the beginning, because as soon as you harvest, the plant dies and you have to start from the beginning again. And that is a significantly longer process. As I said, 14 to 23 weeks. And for us, it's a 3 to 4 week process that we're going through all the time, being able to be in that flowering stage and then moving to harvesting, and flowering and moving to harvesting. We never have to go back to the seeding or the cutting or the vegetative stage. We just simply skip that stage. So it means we're much more productive. It means we're much more cost efficient. It means our process is much more environmentally sustainable. And because we've had the benefit of utilizing the same cell reservoir for 2 years, it just shows the reliability of our technology and the ability to produce consistency from those cells, because we're producing consistent cannabis from a cell bank that has fingerprint consistency.
So now, Elan, making it to this particular milestone, what you're hoping obviously to commercialize this as well, and that's going to happen in next year. Am I accurate on that?
Yeah. So we're now over the next, literally over the next 6 to 12 months, we're working very, very aggressively in the commercialization process, and we plan to actually, be able to launch our first product in the marketplace within the first half of 2022. But this today is a major milestone, and it just, I think, demonstrates to the people, to the industry, the thought leadership that we have as a biotech company, that really are leading plant cell growth and leading the plant kingdom. And I think this is once again a further demonstration of the technology that we have and the leadership that we're bringing to the industry. Because, Steve, whatever we do in this space, there's no textbooks, there's no literature.
Yeah.
We're pioneering every single day. And that's what makes my job the best job out there, because of the team of scientists I have that are literally, they're carving new territory every single day in this space.
Oh, it's exciting for sure. Elan, thank you so much. Congratulations on this, and we look forward to talking again soon.
Steve, always a pleasure to be speaking with you.
All right, there's Elan Sobel, the CEO of BioHarvest Sciences.